We are back in our sweet home, and it has been a landing. That is what I will say. It was very hard to land back in our little town after Kyle's brain surgery and to see the devastation of the fire that happened 2 days before we returned home. It was shocking, it was jarring, and it's just so sad. And I am so glad that our house is okay, our community is okay, no one was hurt. But it's gonna take a long time to recover. It's gonna take a long time, and it's just devastating. But we're home. Kyle is doing so insanely well, like kind of blowing my mind. He cannot sit still. He needs to get every single thing he ever thought that he wanted to do done. All of a sudden, it's like they turned on this motivation switch while they were in there, and like, he does not want to sit still. He wants to be going, he wants to be moving. Just yesterday, couldn't find him. He was outside, sitting on the ground, weeding. Just like, not exerting a lot of energy, but just sitting on the ground, weeding in between the cracks of the stone on our walkway. This is it. He's insane, but he's doing really, really well. All things considered, having just had his 6th brain surgery a week ago, the guy is improving very quickly, and I think it's hard for him to not be able to do the things that he wants to do, to like see me lifting weights and getting back into running, and he can't do those, and he can't do it for several weeks, so that's been hard. But now we're home and kind of asking the question, like, now what? What does this mean for our life? What does life look like? And things are kind of still up in the air. We don't have Kyle's post-op till next week to go over the full pathology report and to get a sense of what the next steps are for treatment and things like that, because we know that treatment is likely coming, but what that looks like, we do not know. But hopefully it's something that Kyle can tolerate really well and still give him the same quality of life and not change his quality of life, because he's enjoying his life. He's healthy. He's strong. Literally, the guy is like a cat. He has 10,000 lives. He's never once been sick the whole time that I've known him. I have had so many colds and weird illnesses, and COVID, never been sick the whole time I've known him. But he does have brain cancer, so it's just kind of wild. But the reality is that like life just kind of goes back to normal. Like, that's what I'm realizing. Like, it just feels like we went through this really wild thing that happened very quickly, and now it's just like, and now things go back to normal. I have started lifting weights again. I have started training for my half marathon, which is crazy, and just getting back into the groove of things. And we're finding our normal and realizing that cancer is and always has been and always will be a part of that, and trying to figure out how to hold 2 things at once, of like this heavy thing, but also just wanting to fill our life with hope and joy and laughter, and that be a much bigger piece of the pie than this. And for the last 3 months prior to all of this, it's like this got so small and this piece of the pie was so big, and it felt so nice to just have cancer be in the background and it not be this large active part of our lives. And realizing that that was wonderful and so needed to like have this moment of feeling like it's behind us, and also realizing that it is always going to be a part of the story, and just figuring out how to coexist with both of these very opposite feelings and emotions, and truly just wanting to lead with hope and optimism and find the good even when things are hard. And I feel like we try so hard to do that, and that is become the default, especially for Kyle. That is just his default, but it's become more of mine, and I want to lead with that. But again, it's just part of our life. Cancer will be part of the story. It is part of the story of our life. So, we're getting back into life. And that means just being present to it, experiencing it, and living it. So I just figured I'd take you along. Let's spend the next little bit together and step into this new, but also returning to our normal, that we are moving into. So let's go do it. What you doing?
Going to the doctor's to get my stitches out.
Yeah, let's see.
Time slipping through my fingers. Can't recall all the days as the ocean falls and rises. So does life have to change. Don't buy plastic flowers.
I love it.
When I die, go somewhere, spend it well, live your life. And if you mourn me, don't mourn for too damn long. Don't buy plastic flowers when I'm gone. All the world
Look, there's
she's
little,
getting
like,
older,
watermelons.
Yeah,
What are these?
watermelon.
and she can't recall the rain.
So cool.
As the flowers die in winter, I guess she has to spend that way. Don't buy plastic flowers when I die. Go somewhere.
What a successful little outing we had. Kyle got his stitches removed, although it just started bleeding for some reason, so hopefully that's okay. And then we went to the thrift store because we're going to a first birthday party tomorrow, and the theme is like Ren Fair, so we wanted to find a top for Kyle. I was looking for a dress for me as well, but I didn't find anything. Hopefully I can make do with what I have in my closet. But we found him the perfect top, and then I found some goodies for me. I got these cute little sandals, which I know it's like fall, but I feel like these will be just good to have in my closet for if we're going to like a nice event or a wedding. It's just nice to have like a black small block heel, and I don't have that. And these are like brand new, never really been worn. They were made in Spain, which is super cool. And then I found this really cute jacket. I love it, and it's reversible. I feel like this is gonna be such a fun addition, like with like a nice long sleeve shirt and a pair of jeans or over a dress. I just love this. And I heard someone say, I saw in a video the other day, if you want to wear more color and you're like not sure how to mix color, just think about mixing. Like if you're wearing green, think about what color it's next to on the color wheel. So it's next to blue and it's next to yellow, and I just think that's super fun. So I'm like, this with like my green dress would be super cool, and then maybe a little pop of yellow. How fun. And then we went into just like a cute little coffee shop to try like a fall cozy drink. They didn't really have any fall drinks, but we got hocha, I think is how you pronounce it. It's like a roasted green tea. So good. Kyle got to try it. But there was a woman in front of us, and she was buying all of these jars of something, and we're like, what are you getting? She literally bought every single one that they had, and like spent $160 on these. And I'm like, what is it exactly? And I grabbed one of the jars and I'm looking at it, and she's like, why don't you just take it? You can have it. It's on me. And it was like the kindest thing. So we got this like chili crisp kind of. It's salsa mocha. I don't know what mocha is. I'm gonna have to look up what that means. But I don't like spicy stuff. She said it's not spicy, so we'll see. But Kyle loves spicy stuff. But I just thought that was like the most kind gesture. It like made our whole day so wonderful and happy, and people are so kind, and I really appreciated her generosity. So may this be a reminder to do small, kind acts for strangers, because it goes a long way. And, you know, we're having a good day, a good week, but, you know, there's a heaviness of the grief of our town and the heaviness of, like, what's to come with Kyle's treatment and the uncertainty. And so this just, like, lifts the spirits. It's such a small little gesture, but it meant so much. All right, I have to get to therapy, so let's go do that. And yeah. Hi, how are you? All right. Go to therapy. It's so good. I just like needed the reminder. She was like, you are doing everything that you can do to be in control right now and like be in a healthy mindset as you go through all of this. And I am proud of you, and like that's just like so reassuring. Like I've meditated every day, even through our journey in Arizona. Actually meditated for the 66th day in a row today, just 10 minutes every morning. I'm journaling, I'm reading, I'm working out, I'm taking care of myself. And it just was a nice reminder to like have that reflected back of like, I haven't let the like worry and everything with Kyle's cancer in this moment consume me, and I've allowed my life to like still continue to move and to live life and allow life to move through me. And I'm realizing in this moment that I just need to do that more with everything. It's just like the hard things will come and you just have to move through them. Something I was telling her is I feel like running has truly changed who I am and the way that I face things, because it is hard a lot of the times, but I still do it. And even when it's hard, it is still sometimes, a lot of the time, there can be a lot of joy and happiness found while I'm running through the hard moments. And if that isn't a metaphor for life, I don't know what is. Like, it can be hard, it can be challenging, and it can be joyous. And it's just truly choosing to focus on what you want to focus on and allow your attention to go to that, and less on the things that you don't want it to go to, which is what we did for the past 3 months. And so I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I think it makes sense to keep channeling that kind of delusion that like everything's fine, because I want to live in a world where everything is fine. I want that life for us, and it can be that in this moment because Kyle's alive, he's moving, he's able to talk, he's able to function, and like we can live and let life move through us. Let's go run. I don't really want to do this, but I'm gonna do it because whenever I do, I feel better, I feel good, and I feel accomplished. So we're gonna do it. It's just a short run. I'm getting back into my running routine after running the 10K. Let's go do it. As soon as I went to go outside, it started snowing. It's just a little late snow, but here we are, proving to myself that when things are hard, I can face them. I can do them. It may be a reminder that you can as well, that even when it's hard, there's beauty, like the sun shining, my body is moving, the smell is amazing, and the snow is pretty beautiful. So I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.